Hey, guys. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Up Shreveport. So, you already know when you see this screen, that means that we're bringing someone in that has something that's going on in our amazing city, and you need to hear about it. So, I'm not going to go on my tangent. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this interview. I am so excited to interview one of my favorite people in the city. Y'all might not ever see us together, but we have been locked
It's
in
been a minute.
for so long. And what's so funny is that we've been locked in so long, and what we started out doing then, we're still doing now. So we connected over helping the youth. It's been more than 10 years ago, or it's been more than 10 years
It's
ago.
been more. It's probably been, it's been like 13,
About
14.
13, 14 years ago,
Yep.
because Matthew was 15. And so, yeah, Matthew was
Yep.
real little. He was
Yep.
still like a
It's probably
baby.
2014, 2015, something
And
like that.
and it's so funny because like I said, always working with the youth. We created, you remember Wild Out Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of people don't know Wild Out Wednesday actually started as an initiative to raise money for a back to school giveaway.
Right.
And we just got to talking about the back to school giveaways and how everybody's doing back to school giveaways now, and we love it. We appreciate it.
Yes,
but we was broke, y'all. We had no money.
right. We were trying to come up with some stuff. I think it was the talent show too, and then that started the Wild Out Wednesday.
Yep, talent show, and that started the Wild Out Wednesday.
And that was great. Like
we had a whole 7-year run for Wild Out Wednesday. It started out as a fundraising opportunity, and so I'm just super excited. I didn't got into all that, and I haven't even told the people your name. Y'all, please help me welcome my friend, my girl, Phoenix.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Yes. So, tell us, well, first of all, I'm not going to say tell us. I want to, first of all, give you your flowers. Okay. I want to give you your flowers for just being the amazing person that you are.
Appreciate you.
One of the things here in Shreveport that I would like for us to grow from is cliques. I don't have a problem with cliques, and I say this all the time, but my problem with cliques is that when we click with one another and we keep other people out, and we know that they can be influential in that. So I know that it's just natural to have cliques. You rock with who you rock with, but the problem that we have a lot in our city is when we try to keep other people out from the success because they're not a part of our clique. But that's what I love about you. You're a part of everybody's clique.
Yeah, I love everybody. Like people be beefing, I be like, can we all just get along? Like I want to work with everybody because I believe like Shreveport have a lot of good leaders, but a lot of times we be beefing. Now we be beefing, like they be getting into it with each other. They kind of like draw away from the purpose of what they're trying to do. So
it waters it down.
I want to work with everybody. Like I just believe that Shreveport can be better if we all work together, regardless of whatever you're doing. Everybody can do whatever they're doing and still get a great outcome.
Right. Well, I want to say thank you because that's just what you do. You're not a person who's just talking about it. You're a person who's doing it. No matter if you're mentoring young people, if you're providing a stage for artists to be able to sing, rap, paint, whatever it is, you don't just talk about it. Like you just said, I want to work with everybody, and you do just that. Like you do just that. You might see her at a women's event. You might see her at, somewhere outside working with kids. You might even see her on the stage singing, rap. A lot of people don't know you do comedy.
Sing. I do.
Comedy.
Well, I try to sing. Don't get me in the shower. But yeah, I do comedy. Like comedy is my, which will probably go into DP Jefferson event that he have coming on. Comedy is my when I'm going through things.
Yeah.
I'm at my funniest when I'm going through.
Really?
So like when I'm down or something is happening or whatever, like it may be some months I want to do comedy. Because I was on the road with you.
Yeah.
I came in second with the competition and stuff that was going on, and now my family.
I forgot about the KFSF comedy battle.
Yeah, my family know I'm funny. My kids think I'm hilarious, but everybody else didn't know. So that's like my hidden
your hidden talent.
My hidden talent that I do. I love to do sometimes. When I'm.
So that's really odd that one, you're a comedian. A lot of people don't know that you're a comedian at heart, but the fact that you say that when you go through things, you're funniest. Speak to that. How does that work? Like, how are you sad but funny at the same time?
You know what I'm saying? Laugh at my pain is something you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Yeah. So my thing is, I think it's a glitch that God put in my system. So when I'm about to break, he give me something to laugh about,
Wow.
or he give me something funny to say.
He good like that.
Yes,
He
or when
good
I
like
see
that.
somebody else going through something, like I can make a joke about anything. Like that's just me. Especially if I'm comfortable around you, we gonna laugh.
Right.
Like if I'm around my family, we gonna laugh. We gonna laugh. Family, friends, we gonna laugh. So doing the comedy show back then was really good because I was going through something. It helped.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And I would have never known that.
Yeah, because you can't sit around depressed if you're laughing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it really do help. In the world we live in, they don't have time for you to be sitting around being depressed. They like, come on, or they don't want to be around you. So now, okay. So my glitch that God gave me is, when I'm going through it, feel like I'm finna go into that depression mode. That's when my comedy side kick in. So.
Because laughter brings light.
Yes, it do.
Laughter brings light, and I would try to always, whenever I get sad and get low and things of that sort, I watch Martin.
Yeah,
so Martin, how you gonna be sad in Martin and watching Martin and he go,
yeah.
So Martin is one of the things that I do when I'm depressed. And I remember this young lady, she got mad at me, and she wanted to like me, she wanted to rock with me, but she can't fully rock with me because I made a comment one day and it offended her. And the comment that I made was that depressed people choose to be depressed.
Okay.
Right. And so and I apologize for that because at that time I wasn't educated in real depression for real.
Right.
So I still believe that. But what she got offended by was the fact that I said they choose depression. Like I was saying that they choose whatever a person does to them to make them depressed. But what I was actually trying to convey was that something gonna happen to make us sad. The choice is staying there. Right. So when I'm sad, I know I feel that. And so I know to put on Martin so I can start laughing. To tell a joke so you can get out of that dark place. I was just saying that the choice is to stay there. We all are going to be depressed or sad. Depression is just a deeper level of sadness. So we're going to all be sad over one thing or another. That's just life. But the decision is to stay there. Do you agree with that?
I agree. But now I agree. But I think I was just discussing this with somebody. With me working in the counseling field, also dealing with mental health. Now, sometimes you have things that happen to you that make you depressed.
Right.
And sometimes nothing can happen to you. It actually wasn't you. And the parents were thinking like, well, ain't nothing happen. And she talking about she depressed. Well, that means that it's something clinical.
Right.
Where you need medication.
Chemical
imbalance. Something on the inside that's making you depressed. Now that you can't help. But you don't have to stay there. You
have to get help.
You can take the medication. Like you said, you still can watch stuff to untrigger you or to at least make you feel better so you won't try to harm yourself or nothing like that. But like stuff that happened to you, and then you have stuff that's out of your control. So but either way, with depression, you have the power within you to come from it. Like mine is laughter. Yours is watching more than mine is doing comedy. So
and writing.
I
have to get what's in me out. That sadness and stuff like that.
Right.
I have
Don't
to
focus on it. Yeah. I think that's whether it's clinical or situational. Like if you focus on it,
right,
you're gonna stay in it. Like and that's with life, period.
And that's a choice. Yeah, and that's what I was saying because in my times I suffered with depression for years, and I did not know I was depressed until I came out of it.
Yes,
I had no idea that I was depressed. Did none of us, because I was around all y'all too.
We don't believe that. Like, what you say? What you saying?
Yeah, nothing had specifically happened, but I was just really sad and really, really depressed. But like I said, I had to make the decision. Like I don't want to feel like that no more.
Right, and that's right. You said like you didn't know. Like so with me, like even with adults now, and the youth, trying to get the youth to not focus on the depression or find things to help them come out of that depression is what I work on doing. Let them know you ain't got to stay there. Right. It's like when you have that thought or you feel down on the inside, like find something to make you feel better.
I don't remember the actual numbers, but for every sad or bad thought, it literally takes 7 good or bad thoughts to replace that.
Right.
And that was another thing that I meant when I was saying that it's a decision. When I go back and I observe the time that I was in my depression, I only thought about the stuff that made me sad.
Right.
I only thought about how that dude had cheated on me.
Right. If you lay down, you stay there. And sometimes we play it over and like, oh my God, oh my, and then you never realize.
I caught myself one day like, oh, I'm about to be out here dating. I'm gonna have some other people. Like I got happy about getting over the
Right.
relationship.
Yes.
Then it
It's
was
like
like,
a
oh
minute.
no, but he cheated on me with her. She was a
And then you
stripper.
go right back
And
to it.
I'm right back to it. So I
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
realize that I was choosing
Yeah.
to stay
And
because I
that's a
kept my
choice.
mind on that. But then when I started to think about all the good stuff,
Right.
all of the, just replacing those thoughts. So I'm excited about this because not only is it an eye opener to me to know that I'm not alone. I'm
Right,
not the
right,
only person
right,
who's depressed. I'm not the
right.
only person who's got, been
And
a
that's what
single
people need to
mom.
know.
They need to know
We need
that
to know.
that
Like
we're not
it's okay
alone.
to be depression is gonna happen, but you don't have to stay there.
Hmm.
If you stay there, you lay there.
Yeah.
And that's my whole thing. And what really helped me, I was in church and this lady was sitting next to me. And I was going through my depression phase. She said, it's already over. And I'm like, what? She said it's already over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still, like you said, going back to it and living in it, wallowing in it, and I've already made it out of it.
Already, because I'm
It's
healed.
already over.
It's
Like you
over.
out the bad
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
like that you was in, or the job is gone, or depression that I was in, or whatever happened to me in my childhood. I'm not there no more, but I'm still there. I
Yeah.
was keeping myself there, like
Yep.
you said, a choice.
Mentally, we're
Yeah, so
mentally.
it took that lady to snap.
Yeah.
It's already over. I'm like, what? It's already over. Like you already out of it.
Yeah.
How long you gonna stay there?
How long? And
Like,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the decision. And so not only is making the decision to get out of it important, seeking the help is important.
right,
But I'm
right.
really excited for the event curators around the city and for content creators. I'm excited for people to bring knowledge to this because, like I said, it's so important for us to know that we're not the only people who are going through
We're
this.
not.
So DP
DP Jefferson.
DP Jefferson. He is an event curator around here. He does a lot of different events.
Yes,
He
yes,
acts. He does comedy. He sang a little bit, I think. He's a
yes.
preacher. He does it all. But he has curated an event to specifically help people get through grief. And that is what we need. We need events that are relatable to help people. Like, let me feel better when I leave here. So I'm really, really excited about that. What's the name of the event?
It's a comedy show about grief, and it's the Release
The
Room.
release room. I would want to call it the relief room, but it's the release room.
The
So tell me
Release
about the release room. And it's going to be
Room.
this Saturday, August the 1st.
This Saturday, August the 1st. You can get the tickets for $15. It's limited space. It's going to be at the Sip House. So, actually reached out.
Shout out to Sheikah. She just had her grand
Yeah,
opening at the Sip House.
I actually reached out to him when I saw it. And I was like, "Hey, I want to be a part of. You know me, I'm good." And my thing is this here. A lot of times, I'm reaching out to people like, "Hey, you need a poet, you need a poet, and you need a poet, or you need somebody to speak, or you need
You
something
need
like that."
me.
Yeah, you need me, basically. And he did, and so I was like, well, he said, "Okay, it's about grief." I'm like, yeah. I'm actually going through about my aunt, so it was like, yeah, comedy release room. I need to release this because you can't release it around family. You can't release it because I got to work. So getting on my knees, looking my shoes on the bed, I'm crying. In the car, I'm crying. It's just like random places. Then you got to get it together. So and like we were talking about earlier, laughter is medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bob will tell us that.
yes, this is about a healing experience, but also lighten you up, lighten the mood up. You're not gonna grief is gonna be with you. It's something that you have to deal with on your own time.
Right.
People always tell you, we'll get over it, they're the better place. Like, okay, well, how the better place? Okay, they might be, but that don't mean I don't miss them.
Right.
That don't mean I don't want them with
Right.
me. So just to come relax, to talk about it, laugh about it. Of course, it's not funny, but of course, laughter is medicine. Laugh at your pain, and that's one way of releasing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't talk about it, you don't deal with it, then you're gonna carry it, and those emotions are still gonna come up at the red light.
Right.
You're gonna cry at work if you don't release it and deal with it. And it's okay to deal with grief.
It's okay.
It's okay to deal with loss.
Because what's gonna happen, right? What's gonna happen?
You're gonna be mad and erased, fussing at everybody. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to function.
Pissed off.
Like I said, it's already over. There's nothing you can't change about the situation, but you can remember that person. You don't really start to remember that person, enjoy the moments that you have with that person until you release the grief that you're carrying.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times we don't release the grief because the world don't allow us to.
Right.
Like, suck it up, go back to work in 3 days, or what you crying for, this day in a better place, you still crying about that. Yes, I am. That was my favorite aunt.
Right.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry today. I'm gonna cry tomorrow, and I'm gonna cry whenever I feel like it because somebody that I love is gone.
Right.
Not that she's not in a better place because she was battling cancer. Not that she's not in a better place, but when she was here,
Right.
she was the strength of our family. So of course it's affecting all of us. How it's affecting us. So grieve how you want to grieve. Don't let nobody tell you not to grieve. Don't cry about your mama, your aunt, your brother, your son, your kids, or whatever. That's the only way that you're going to get back into a peaceful place. In order for you to find that peace that God is trying to give you, you have to release it. Right. You have to talk about it.
So the release room, DP Jefferson, this Saturday at the SIP House. What time?
It is at 1 second. I think it's 6:00. 6 p.m.
It's at 6 p.m. If you have not gotten your tickets, make sure you go ahead and get your tickets for the release room. The release room, and that's this Saturday, August the 1st, gonna be at the SIP House, and the SIP House is in the far end district.
Yeah,
I know it's on Texas Avenue, not Texas Street. I know it's on Texas Avenue.
It is 1844 Texas Avenue.
1844 Texas Avenue.
And if you haven't been there, you need to go.
You definitely need to go. Shouts out to Sheikah. She has an amazing whole setup over there. Go and check out SIP House and make sure you get your tickets for the release room. And again, this event is so important because as we are going through life, as we are overcoming depression and things of that sort, it's also really important for you to be around like-minded and like-hearted people.
Right.
Other people who are there, they're going to need to release as well.
Yes.
And so that helps you to completely release when you go ahead and align yourself with other people who are experiencing the same thing, because like I said, that relatability will take you to another level of healing. So again, that Saturday, the release room, you're going to have DP Jefferson, you're going to have Phoenix in the building. Are you going to be telling jokes or are you going to be doing poetry?
In my mind, I've been thinking about it. I might tell a joke or two, but I'm going to tell poetry and maybe talk about grief. I don't know. Okay. It just depends, but a joke may spill out. Is in my soul.
So this is your release as well.
It's my release. Yes. That's why I wanted to go, because I want to talk about it. Because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. Not really just talk about it, but just be like you said, like-minded people. It's okay.
Right.
Like it's okay to release. It's okay to be okay. It's okay to move on or to go on with your life without feeling guilty that the person not here. But the only way you're gonna do that is to release it.
To release it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the release room on this Saturday. But hold up. Because you got something to follow. I got something
to follow on Saturday. We got a anti-bullying event at 5000 Greenwood Road. That's the T-Win Center. It's gonna be 30 youth from the ages of 7 to 12.
Now, hold on, we're gonna stop right there. All right. So, anti-bullying workshop, and you see those ages she just mentioned was from 7 to 12. Parents, come in. Mm-hmm. Tap in. I need for you to tune in right here. I can't express to you guys how important it is for our babies to learn how to maneuver through conflict resolution and maneuver through bullying. When you look at the numbers of the amount of kids who are committing suicide, contemplating suicide, and just living in depression, more than 85% of it stems from bullying. And I know, because when I heard those numbers, because when you said the numbers, I was 7 to 12, I was about to say, no, we need to do that for the older kids. But no, the 7 to 12-year-old, that's what we really, really need it. Because by the time they become 13, 14, 15 years old, they're more emotionally intelligent.
Yes, and then they know about it. They know what to do about it.
Yes, yes.
A lot of times the schools know, but a lot of times, like I've even heard, you need to toughen up. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, toughen up, okay, that's fine, but I don't need to come to school and be bullied every day.
Yes.
Not to be called out my name for stuff that's out of my control. So, reaching those kids, or even reach them about bullying and other stuff that's going on in their lives. Like, we need to talk to the kids to find out what's going on. A lot of times they're like, you ain't got nothing going on. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
I know when I was in school, I had a lot. Did you have a lot going on? There you go. All right.
I had a lot going on, but my stuff that I had going on was not home. Was not due to home.
It was in school.
It was due to school.
Yeah, that's
it was
what I'm saying.
Like, school. They called me Blackie. This one boy called me Cherryberry Black Cake.
My kids are horrible.
And nobody else, they didn't call my name. They didn't call me Dorian. They called me Cherryberry Black Cake. Man. And they just tore me up. when I finally got a hold to Ambi, I tried to like, I used to put Ambi all over my body. I just did not want to be dark skinned because as everybody talked about my dark skin. But then one of my, matter of fact, 3 feet, 3 feet is my cousin, his mom,
Okay.
And Julia told me one day, she was like, girl, do you know how many people want to have dark skin? Because Aunt Julia is fairly light skin. She's like, you know how many people? She said, you know what? Dark skinned people got the prettiest skin because you can't even see they bumps. And it just
Right.
like, and it just a light just came on. But they talked about me so bad with being dark skinned. I ain't want to go outside for a summer. I wanted to have Ambi on, but just talking to people, right? Just that conversation that I had with my great aunt that just kind of like turned the. And then a lot of times, parents, they don't know the signs of bullying.
Right. Right.
So having these type classes and workshops are very, very important. Anti-bullying, 7 to 12 years old, Saturday, April the 8th. What's the time for the
The time is from 2:30 to 4:30. We will give out backpacks, but the main goal is to focus on the bullying, to talk to them about bullying, to pour into them before school start back. What to do, and just kind of like boost up their self esteem. We have a couple organizations that's gonna be helping sponsor Hibachi. We have Troy Simmons. He's gonna donate a snow cone and games for the kids. We have of course, Stormy Watts, Cato is helping sponsor with the bullying thing because that's big in the schools in the
yeah,
area right now. Like you said, suicide. I'm seeing so many kids that commit suicide due to bullying. So if it's something that can be done, something positive for the kids to uplift their self esteem, then that's what we need to do.
and more than anything else, that's the goal. We are going to let them know that everything that the enemy, the bully, is trying to convince them that they truly not. And that was another thing that Aunt Julie told me, like, they mad at you because they really want to have dark
Right,
skin.
right, 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 right.
And that's what I
Man,
teach my kids at church who deal with bullying and stuff like that. That girl talking about you, about your mama, because she really jealous of the relationship.
and basically that's what it is because I know for a fact the kids that's doing the most is going through the most. So
Mm-hmm.
that bullying is facing have a lot of hurt and pain that's going on inside of them, and that's how they release. Children release
Yep.
by fighting and
Yep.
about raging. So really to talk to the bully and to talk to the kids that are
Right.
being bullied, like you
Yes.
said, like they're going through something.
Mm-hmm.
It's because maybe they be jealous, maybe they don't have a mom like you have a
Exactly.
mom. So they're trying to get the focus off them by
Yep.
bullying you.
That's exactly
So
what it
that's
is.
what takes place. So that's it. We're gonna try to talk to the kids about bullying before school start. Also Marcus Johnson is donating. That's 13, I'm sorry. We have and Gia is gonna she's gonna
Gia
be
gonna be in the
donating
building.
and we're gonna try to pull a social goal. Just something, whatever anybody that wanna donate something to like for a giveaway, do a prize or something to the youth. Just hit me up on Facebook. I also will post a flyer on there that you can scan if you want your kids to attend. I do that once the show is over with. So
All right, y'all. So you see, we have 2 Saturdays back to back that have events that are not just about having a good time, but you're actually going to be impacted and empowered for the better. So that's Saturday, August the 1st. We have the release room with DP Jefferson. So make sure that you guys get your ticket. That's going to be at 6 p.m. at the SIP House. So go get your tickets. Then on Saturday, August 8th, we have the anti-bullying workshop for kids that are 7 to 12 years old. That's going to be at 2:30 p.m. from 2:30 to 4:30 at the T Win Center. Shouts out to my boy T Win. Love you the most. Make sure that you guys follow Phoenix to stay abreast on not just these events, but all the amazing things that she has going on. Shreveport, we are amazing. Our city is amazing. Everyone sees it, and I'll be so excited when we see it too. And that is what's up, Shreveport.
that's
Bye,
what's up.
y'all.